Welcome to Certified Jams. Today we're talking about the song Once Around the Block by Badly Drawn Boy, and I'm going to tell you why it's a certified jam. Oh, he's doing so many things with the vocals there. Once Around the Block is a song that to me stands out as sort of a turning point of, or almost like at the birthplace of indie music, indie rock, experimental rock. This album came out, I think, in the year 2000. It was on a record called The Hour of Bewilderbeast, which was Badly Drawn Boy's debut album. It kind of came out of nowhere. Badly Drawn Boy is a one-man show. The guy's name is Damon Gough, I think that's how you pronounce it, from the UK. And this record just sort of blew up. I think it won the Mercury Prize, which is sort of a big fancy music prize. And yeah, I don't think it can be overstated how influential this record was, even though I don't know if tons of people actually know this record or listen to this record. The whole album is amazing. It's sort of this really interesting production of intricate, layered, acoustic, rough sort of sounding things, but like sonically just sounds amazing put together. Lots of interesting recording methods and the use of space for layering acoustic guitars and weird instruments and drums and all kinds of stuff. So I'm pretty sure most of the album was performed by Damon Gough. I think he has a drummer that plays on this track and a few other tracks, but I'm pretty sure he's a multi-instrumentalist, really talented guy. He also years ago did the soundtrack. I think he's done a few soundtracks, but he did the soundtrack for the movie About a Boy, which was one of my favorite movies back in the day. It's an amazing soundtrack from start to finish, so that's another one that's worth checking out. But yeah, this song is really interesting, super unique. It's got an interesting time signature. I think it's 6/8, which is not normal for this sort of music. It's got really interesting guitars with like a wah-wah pedal and brush drums, and it's just stunning. Anyways, let's get into it. We can talk about some of the details. So yeah, you can kind of hear how he's layering guitars. He's got, I think, what's an acoustic guitar ran through a distortion and a wah-wah pedal. And then he's just got a regular acoustic guitar sort of playing opposite that in the stereo. And the lead is like a kind of a jazz sounding tone that's kind of just dances over top of the rhythm. And then the drums, of course, are kind of seem like they're all over the place with these brushes, but just like a really interesting sound. And his vocals sort of just cut through all of it. Feeling instead of being, the more that I live on the inside, there's nothing to give. I'm infatuated by your moves. I've gotta search hard for your clues. See the vision through your eyes. Your innocence no longer fused. Surprise. he's doing so many things with the vocals there. So in the first verse, it's just him. And then in the second verse, he has these ethereal kind of background harmonies that come in, these oohs and ahs that sort of just sit in the mix and really add to the layering. And then he starts this sort of like scat singing as part of the background. It's sort of mimicking the melody, the guitar, the lead guitar's playing. And then that just carries on throughout the song and just adds, it just sort of like crescendos to this like super layered full sound. And you can also hear the drums sort of dropping in and out. I don't know if that's the drummer playing that way or in the mix, they sort of are pulling it in and out on purpose. But it really sort of adds, because at the minute the drums drop away, you hear all the layering of all the other sounds. It's a really interesting effect. You can hear the scratching. I don't know if that's added later, if that's an actual effect from how they're recording it. You can start to hear, I think it's a vibraphone or it might be just a synth, but it's sort of this vibraphone playing these, or like a glockenspiel or bells of some sort. He's playing these notes that sort of ring out and just add more depth, more layering. I love the way this plays out. Then yeah, it just fades out. Amazing song. Yeah, like I said, at the time this came out, at least to me, I remember when I first got this album, it was sort of just seemed super unique and just a really interesting recording methodology, and like everything sounded lo-fi but put together. It was so lush and full. And then of course the songs, like this is just one song off the album. This song's a standout, but the entire record is amazing. So I imagine at some point we'll visit some of the other songs. And like I said, Ballyjohn Boy has many albums and all of them are amazing. This is his first, and sort of to me, this is the standout for sure. So yeah, this is Ballyjohn Boy. The song is Once Around the Block, and this has been Certified Jams. Thanks for joining us. If you liked the video, send me a comment, like it, subscribe, and if you have any suggestions for songs you think I should do, put them down in the comments, and I will do my best to give them a listen. And if I love them, I might feature them on the channel. Thanks very much.